Salutations, Northbrook Middle School 8th grade students. Welcome to the DLD Show. It's me, Mr. Bork, here for Mr. Edwards, Miss Polycarp, and Mr. Parr, welcoming you to Tuesday's edition. Okay, Tuesday's edition is very simple but very interesting. It's the 6 steps to the adult criminal justice system. Okay, so go ahead and download DLD 13, the PowerPoint. It's not long at all, and you'll see the steps to the system. Okay, let's sort of take a look at them and let's sort of talk about them here a little bit right now. So it all starts, somebody gets arrested. Okay, they get arrested. Now, maybe they committed the crime, maybe they didn't. We're not saying they're guilty or innocent right now, but they are arrested on the charge of breaking a criminal law. Okay, so they're arrested. Step 1, there's going to be an arraignment. Okay, there's going to be an arraignment. A judge, pretty quick there, you'll see between 24 and 48 hours, pretty quick, will review to see if there is a probable cause for the arrest. Okay, now if there's a probable cause for the arrest, the next step, step 2, is they'll set bail. Okay, bail is kind of interesting because it totally depends on what the crime is and what the circumstance is. Bail is designed as like a monetary guarantee that you'll return for trial. Okay, because you have to put up a lot of money to get out of jail until the trial, and when you go to the trial, the money is returned. So that would be the second step that you'll see. Step 3, okay, is going to be they call it a commitment hearing or a preliminary hearing. Okay, the suspect is going to give a guilty or a not guilty statement about whether or not they did it. And at that point, it's basically like if there's enough evidence, then they'll move forward with the main trial. But if there's not enough evidence, the case can be dropped right there at that commitment or preliminary hearing. Okay, that would take us to step 4. If there's going to be a trial, there'll be the pre-trial period. Okay, there'll be witnesses will be interviewed, information's going to be gathered, they're going to select a jury, okay? That would take us to step 5. Now, step 5 only happens sometimes. It's a plea bargain, okay? And basically a plea bargain is like a last-minute deal between the prosecutors and the defense and the deal is that the defendant will plead guilty, but to reduced charges, okay? And the plea bargain has to do with our $1 million question. Step 6, if it gets to step 6, if there's no plea bargain, they can't come to any plea bargain or it's not offered, they'll have the trial, okay? And that is the place where the prosecution and the defense are going to present all of their information. A defendant will either be found guilty or not guilty. A defendant can be found guilty on all or some or none of the charges. It doesn't have to be just an all or nothing thing. I've indicated there, post-trial, there'll be a sentencing. If he's convicted or the person is convicted, there'll be a sentencing. And there also is sometimes an appeal hearing. If the defendant who was convicted, if he feels there was new evidence that came to light, or if something wasn't handled correctly in their trial, they can try to file an appeal. And if there is something new, then a new trial can be granted, okay? So that's the basic idea of the adult criminal justice system. Now, your $1 million question, it relates to the plea bargain. I think plea bargains are interesting. So I'm going to read it to you. Why would the prosecution offer a defendant a plea bargain, okay? What's the benefit of that? Why would, if somebody's charged with this crime, why would the prosecutor offer them to plead guilty for a lesser crime? And then you see there, I say, should this continue to be allowed in criminal cases? This is the way it is now. Plea bargains can happen. So you'll go through on the discussion board, tell me your opinion about it. Should it be allowed? What's the point of doing that? And then go to 2 peers and reply with a thoughtful comment that advances the discussion. That's it for today, guys. Just go on out there and knock that out on the discussion post. Hint number 2 for this Friday's celebrity. Yesterday's hint was, I believe it was, most of you have loved this person at some point, okay? Number 2 is this person creates things, okay? This person is a creator and somebody that most of you have loved, okay? It's going to be revealed this Friday. Now go on out there and take care of that business, and we'll catch you on the flip side tomorrow for USA Test Prep Day. It's been real on the DLD Show. I'll see you on the interweb.